For well over a year now, I have been predicting that Intamin will be involved in the Dragster project, and for so many reasons, this made the most sense for Cedar Fair. But I'm here to tell you that I was wrong. I have multiple sources all independently confirming that this project is indeed Zamperla after all. And I have heard this rumor for some time now from these same sources. However, the weight of the evidence is now just too high that I can no longer hold out hope that Intamin is involved in the conversion project. Cedar Fair went with Zamperla's bid for the new Dragster, and you are going to learn about all of my thoughts surrounding this and why it is very bad news going forward for future roller coasters popping up at the Cedar Fair parks. So who would have thought that Cedar Point's last two roller coasters came from Zamperla? Crazy, right? And that is not a knock on Zamperla because they're doing some really good things in the coaster business. I just find this decision to be shocking. Cedar Point is going to trust a coaster company to reimagine their star attraction, a 420-foot tall roller coaster that reaches a top speed of 120 miles an hour. And better yet, a roller coaster that cost over $25 million in 2003 that recently closed due to an accident with the former trains. And with Dragster getting a Spike and some new trains and track, I predict that this conversion project will cost north of $15 million. I get it. Zamperla states their lightning trains can be used on the world's fastest roller coasters. That is what they claim, but as of June 2023, Zamperla has built 374 different roller coasters, with the fastest one offering a top speed of only 56 miles an hour. And in case you're wondering, Zamperla has built some mega rides that you hear about all the time, like Time Warp at Canada's Wonderland, India's Air Pogo, or Dollywood's Whistlepunk Chaser. Not the world's second tallest roller coaster. And here's a crazy stat for you. Out of those 374 different coasters, only 17 of those are considered major coasters or extreme ones. So why would Cedar Fair choose Zamperla over Intamin? Because you know that they got quotes for the project from both manufacturers. And honestly, the decision was made based on two things: money and the past issues Cedar Fair has had with Intamin. I mean, after all, it's been since 2010 that Cedar Fair and Intamin have worked together? And I'm sorry, but you cannot only blame Intamin for the accident with the trains in 2021, because all signs of that incident point to Cedar Point's maintenance department for that unfortunate event. And with mega coasters like Pantheon, Totatus, and Velocicoaster creating a huge attendance boost at their respective parks, you know Cedar Fair has to be jealous. I personally think that this decision came down to money more than anything. Cedar Fair took the least expensive bid, and they are putting so much trust into Zamperla to make Dragster 2.0 a success. Cedar Point needs Dragster to be reliable, safe, and offer a comfortable riding experience. And having these new lightning trains that will be traveling on 20+ year old Intamin track and the new Zamperla track, I feel like that's going to cause a lot of issues. Plus, not to mention, but having to redo every single component of the operating system for the new ride and the control panels. We all know that Intamin was the safer option, and their work as of late shows it, because over the last 4 to 5 years, the company has worked on crafting their projects to become more reliable and offer a much better ride experience for the park and the guests. And now that Cedar Fair chose Zamperla over Intamin, if you're like me and are hoping for these two companies to sort out their differences and make up, because let's face it, Intamin now offers so many types of different roller coasters that you can safely say that every Cedar Fair park could benefit from having a new Intamin in their lineup. To clarify, I am not saying that Cedar Fair will install 10 new Intimins over the next few years. All I'm saying is that you cannot deny that each Cedar Fair park could benefit from having an Intamin, which brings me to other future Cedar Fair coasters. Since the company has issues with Intamin and now RMC, it looks like we will only see future new roller coasters come from B&M, Gerstlauer, GCI, Mock Rides, and Zamperla. Not horrible companies, but I doubt that we're going to see any potential top 10 roller coasters get built at a Cedar Fair park for a while. I just feel like I got dumped by someone I dated for over a year. I really do feel empty and sad. Top Thrill Dragster was Intamin. Now that the hydraulic launch is no more, and now it appears Intimate is no more, my excitement level for this project has honestly reached an all-time low. Will it be a fun ride? Yes, of course, and I cannot wait to ride it. But my philosophy is this: if Cedar Point cannot get their 52-foot tall and 35 miles an hour Wild Mouse, their new for 2023 coaster, to stay open consistently each day, do they really have faith that their new 420-foot tall toy that is coming in 2024 will be more reliable? Because I do not. And here's a hot take. I think Cedar Fair, excuse my French, is crapping their pants right now. I mean, how could you not be? Dragster has to be safe, and it has to be reliable, and most importantly, it has to be popular among park guests. And now there is doubt that the company is going with a roller coaster company whose tallest roller coaster to date is only 116 feet tall and offers a top speed of 56 miles an hour. Anytime there's an accident on a roller coaster, it takes time for the GP to feel safe again riding it. And I personally do not feel as if Zamperla was the best option for that. So how are we feeling about white track and dark gray supports? Because it appears, as of right now, that's the colors of the new Dragster. And while these colors would not be my first choice for the ride, I do think this would look pretty cool at Cedar Point. My only one complaint would be the white track not really popping out if it's a cloudy day, because it would kind of blend in with the clouds. But on the flip side of that, at nighttime, the lighting package for this coaster would look epic with the white track and dark gray supports. So what do you think of the colors as we know now? Please let me know in the comments as well. Anyways, what are your thoughts on this? Everything made sense for this to be Intamin, so I'm honestly shocked that I'm even making this video, but I needed to make it. And a huge shout out goes to El Toro Ryan, because he was the first one to break the Zamperla news to all of us. So great job, dude, you definitely nailed it. And thank you for all the support surrounding this project. It's been a ton of fun covering it, and I'm going to continue to do so in the future. Anyways, as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile today, think positive, and keep riding coasters.